My name is Ujjwal from Digital Ed India, and in this session, I'll show you how Möbius can allow your students to enter symbolic math responses in the middle of your lessons. Möbius is a platform designed specifically for STEM-based courses that you can use to create digital lessons with engaging features like automatically graded inline questions. The powerful math engine in Möbius allows you to assess your students' understanding more rigorously with the various question types it offers. So let's take a look at how that works. This is a sample lesson that you would share with your students in a CMS or LMS if you're using a blended pedagogical approach to your course. This is a lesson on chain rule for differentiation, where a student will see introduction to topics along with some definitions, maybe visualization and some examples. This would be the case if you're using the blended pedagogical approach. And this is exactly like what a student would see in a textbook that would make it easier for them to grasp the underlying concepts and complete the core learning objectives of the portion of the course. Now, to ascertain a student's level of understanding, you would normally want to introduce some learning breakdowns. And with technology at hand, you can do it in the form of questions. So, after explaining a few examples, you would like to ask the students to see if they've understood the concept or not. But unlike a class environment where you can't engage with the students physically, so a platform like Möbius will allow your students to answer questions in the middle of lessons and then provide them instant feedback exactly like an instructor would do in a classroom. And this will make students more receptive to going over the subject matter if they get something wrong right in that instance. Now, but with the subject matter that we're dealing with, are simpler question types like multiple choice questions really the best approach? At worst, what a student has to do is just click on all four options and test out whether he got something correct or not. And you could also see that even the options could be anything really, could be words in a different language, and still the brute force method will work. This is not very different to what a student goes through in a classroom where he or she can just sit quietly and let the class pass them by. With Möbius, you can add automatically graded symbolic math responses that will force your student to do the work. This will allow your students to stay in touch with the subject matter and enter math as math, where Möbius will handle the grading. So let's take a look at how we accomplish this. I'll go to the top of the page and I'll add a question. So you'll see all the content in Möbius with the introduction, the examples, the multiple choice questions that we added are more modular. So I'll add another question to my page. I'll enter the name of a question first. Name could be anything, we'll keep it simple. So I can also add themes just so that the question, the look and feel of the question is exactly similar to what's going on in the lesson previously. There are pre-built themes available inside Möbius, so I'll choose one that I've used for earlier content and I'll just click on apply. And we'll keep the same question statement, which is what is the derivative of sine square x? Now to enter math, I can use the equation editor that's available. So we will talk about how easy it will be for students to enter math, but it's the same case for instructors as well. So they can use the templates that are actually available to enter math. Now I can click on the response area button, which will give me the option to choose different response areas that are available inside Möbius. We'll choose mathematical responses. There are multiple sub responses available here. As you can see, could be formula without simplification equations, whether you want to enter chemical equations, etc. We'll keep this simple for now. And we just enter the exact response, which is this. I'll click on insert. With this done, I'll just save the question. And we'll see how this will appear to a student. So the question will just get added to the lesson that you have, and we'll scroll down to see this is what a student sees. And you'll notice that a student gets the symbolic content available to him. So you can use the templates right here. You can use the pre-built template to enter sine 2x. and he doesn't need to enter asterisks and other, basically he doesn't need to enter math syntax, and he's graded correctly, which is good. But what if a student would have entered another response that was still mathematically correct but not the one that we entered? And this is where the standard LMSs would fall short, because unlike Mobius, they don't understand the language that you and your students are working with. So, for example, let's say a student enters something like this. Now what? Uh, Although this is correct, and you as an instructor will grade it correctly too, but this is not the response that we entered. But you can see, even if I click on how did I do, Mobius grade this correctly as well. And this is the advantage of the powerful math engine in Mobius, because it understands math as math and then can grade it exactly like an instructor would. So this is how you can add automatically graded questions with symbolic math responses and lessons using Mobius. Thank you for watching. We hope that you find this video useful. You can find more information about Mobius and digital ed using the links in the video descriptions. If you want to see how you can leverage Mobius for topics and subjects that you're teaching, please leave your topic of interest in the comments and we can create similar videos on those. Subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified about more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit like button.